Hi everyone, I have a quick reveal and mini first impressions review of a bag that I just purchased from Baginc.com. It's the Adele bag, which is the Chanel inspired looking one. I was trying to find some reviews on YouTube about this bag, but a lot of them are really old, stuff posted from 2 or 3 years ago. There was only one video that was more recent, and that's by Rebecca Barton. So huge shout out to Rebecca and a thank you to her because her video really helped me make my purchasing decision, and I'm very, very happy with this bag. So anyway, I will turn the camera around and show you what it looks like. Okay, dun 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 dun, here is the bag. It's absolutely adorable, very beautiful, great construction, and I have to tell you, it's kind of got a nice heft and weight to it when you hold it. This is in the Caviar leather, it's in black. It's a little bit more rectangular, it's kind of long. I think this is longer than some of the Chanel bags, but I don't own one, so I can't compare side by side. But the hardware is beautiful. Everything came wrapped really nicely. This was in several layers of coverings and plastic, and then put into a fabric bag, and then the fabric bag was bubble wrapped, so it was not going to get damaged on the way here. And all of the hardware had like a plastic layer on top so that it wouldn't get scratched in shipping. But the turn lock is actually adorable. I love the oval shape of it. The lambskin version of this actually has more of a rectangular lock, and I just prefer this one. They both look absolutely great though. And so that's what it looks like. I want to show you the texture here. It's very nicely done. On some of the reviews and videos I saw on YouTube, it was hard to get a sense of what it really looked like, just because these little bubbles on here, the texture is quite reflective. I'll show you in let's see. I'm trying to film in a more shaded area simply because in full sunlight on camera it can look a little bit plasticky, but it actually looks really nice in person. And so let me just show you the inside of the bag. So the turn lock, I didn't have any trouble with it. It didn't scratch, it didn't break, it didn't give me any problems. And this inside right here is really great. It's got a nice heft to it, the hardware there. That metal plating. And I love this little gold button detail here on the inside zip. It's just such a bright, pretty, warm gold that just makes me happy. The grommets are also great. These little round guys here. They seem really sturdy, both on the inside and on the outside. They're definitely fixed in place very well. And then back here, there's a small pocket in there. It's kind of a flat back compartment. And then this is sort of your main compartment here. So this has like a button right here, which is a magnet closure. So it will kind of close by itself. And then you do have the burgundy lining inside, which I think is lovely. It is more of a berry toned color versus like an oxblood. It's not super red toned, it's cooler. And then inside, sorry, I'm trying to do this all one-handed, you do have the typical pockets. It's the same setup as you see on the Chanel bags. And then in the front here, there's one more flat pocket there. So that will close with a magnet, and then this turns over. And the back of it's great too. There is that pocket back here, beautifully done. And it's not stitched on so tight that you can't really get in and out of there easily. There's a little bit of slack there, which is great. You'll also notice right here and here, there's 2 little dimples in the bag. That's where the flap, the inside pocket, actually stitches on. So that's a really beautiful detail that they've incorporated from the original design. Stitching is very good, very sturdy. And then here on the side they did include, I'm going to cut this off of course, but there's a small little leather sample. I think this might be like a manufactured leather, which I believe is, when they take, scraps of leather and kind of put them together, sandwich them together to make almost like a particle board version, but there was no verbiage about that on the website or anything. It is really nice. I will say it was, there was a little bit of a plasticky smell when I first opened this up, but now that it's been open for an hour or something like that, I don't smell that anymore. And the bag itself does smell more leathery than plasticky now. So when I first got it, I was a little bit nervous that maybe this wasn't proper leather, but I think the reason it smelled that way is because it was wrapped in so many layers of packaging, and I imagine that, you know, in a warehouse or some sort of inventory center, these bags are probably wrapped up that way and stored, packaged, so they might have just, it probably just has a little bit of the smell of the plastic that it's wrapped in if it was sitting on an inventory warehouse shelf that way for like 3 months or something. But it seems great. I'm really excited to use this. So here's what I think about it overall. It was $109. I used a promo code on it to get 15% off. The code I used is Spring Bag, and it worked for me currently. It's August 2016, so try it if you're watching this and it's recent. And I think it's a great value for the price. What I like is you get that beautiful design impact. It's got some heft and weight to it. It's pretty practical. I know it's not like huge in terms of storage, but it's a pretty good medium-sized bag in my opinion. I think it'll serve my purpose as well. It is on the larger side in terms of its outside dimensions, so I think it's great as a casual bag for day, but it'll work in the evening as well, and you get that heft and design impact without really breaking the bank. Bearing in mind, $100 for a purse might be expensive for some folks, so being sensitive to that there, but compared to the full price of the designer Chanel bag, which is $5,500, about $6,000, I think, for this size. This is definitely more within the realm of being reachable for the average person. And the other thing is, so overall, I think this is a great product, and I'm really looking forward to using it. I love the closure. I don't mind that it's not a Chanel. I think it's absolutely adorable, and yeah, I would recommend this. And again, huge thank you to Rebecca Barton, who did the Lambskin review. She got the Lambskin version of this, so if you're curious about that one, go check out her videos as well. Super helpful, and hope you liked it. Bye!